Hello, Rosanna, here with a report on the footy and how we can co-create success for the football, because it's coming home, Yeah, baby, it's coming home, apparently. How are we going to help it happen? And I'm really looking here at co-creation success in terms of the collective, the individual, and of course the football from my headquarters, RozyGlow headquarters, otherwise known as the hot tub, and my unicorn. So what I'm going to say is that if all else fails, definitely go for the unicorn magic. As you can hear, there's all sorts going on around me. There's actually drilling, the recycling vans going around, the hot tub next door is beeping because, well, there's lots of interference. And this is the thing. It's all about what are we going to tune into? What are we going to listen to? Is my voice right now the loudest, or is everything else that's going on around louder? Because you definitely, when you want to co-create something, make sure that you are listening to the voice that you want to be listening to. So your higher self, aligning with the divine. Lots of this is all on my co-creation success course. So if you want to learn much more about that, then please check out the link that will be with this video once we put it up. But for now, if you want to co-create success for the footy, here is something we can all try collectively. First of all, we want to look at the intention. So the intention would be to win. But why do we want to win? What does winning convey? Well, winning conveys a feeling of achievement, of success, of being able to do things that seem unimaginable, exploring unimaginable horizons. I mean, God knows, when was the last time that England won the World Cup? I don't know, but I know I wasn't alive. So we are here at the precipice of change because yesterday England won against Colombia on penalties. This has not happened for so long. This is really important because this is the mind over matter. And also, I just make sure that I am actually saying the right countries because, as you know, I'm not really a football expert, but I am an expert in these things we're talking about. So yeah, Colombia. So Colombia is more of a hot-headed country, okay? We are sort of more cool-headed, cool-blooded, the English, unlike the Mediterranean Greeks. So we're dealing with the fact that there was a fiery heart and we still, with mind over matter, managed to override that fiery heart. So that's skill. That is the ability to control the mind. For those of you who don't know, I'm a yoga teacher as well as an empowerment and transformational coach, and mind over matter is vital when your shadow's kicking in with all the gremlins that you're hearing all around going, nah, it's not going to happen, we can't do it, nah, we're going to fuck up again. We're not if we collectively deal with our subconscious resistance to winning, to being winners, to being achievers. And that requires anchoring hope. And what I've come to with anchoring hope is we have to believe in ourselves. That's what Charlie Chaplin said. So that is key. So we want to win because what the game really is, if there is a competition here, it is aspiring to the highest. It is aspiring to the highest within ourselves and collectively. Now, if you actually want to support this physically, here are some things that you can actually do to help. Bearing in mind that obviously when we come to England versus Sweden on Saturday, the more you've kind of built it up in such a positive way that you've cleared up your own resistance, the more you're going to be supporting the win rather than the shadow potential of losing. In the end, we've got an opportunity here to go viral, to get this message out and to get everybody thinking in the same way. See what happens. It's a collective experiment, but we know intention really helps to shift the balance. So that's where we're working here in co-creating reality in the third dimension. So my offering is no discussion of previous failures. From now on, no discussing any failures, any close wins at all, anything that we almost got there, didn't we almost have it all that kind of nonsense. It's got to go, baby. This is all going to be now about how we can win. I'm going to put this down, actually. That might be a bit easier. Supposed to be lounging in here, but I'm kind of being a bit animated. So when you are looking at how things can actually go wrong, so this is anticipating challenges, then look at it in the positive. I am anticipating that this player, that player will be able to do this in this circumstance, that if this happens, we could do this. You start to build the picture that you want to happen. You need to know what your weaknesses are so that you can work to your strengths, okay? But you don't beat yourself up for your weaknesses. Watch my shadow video yesterday if you haven't already. If you focus on your weaknesses, all you're going to do is energize your weaknesses. So we look to the weaknesses to support us to be able to reframe how we see ourselves, so that we are then in a position to see ourselves differently and therefore create something different in our vibration that will be mirrored back to us differently in our environment. So each one of you is now doing something on behalf of the English football team or any other football team that you actually support, depending on where this goes. But as I'm in England, we are supporting the English team, and that's what we're doing. So you keep yourself focused on the positive. If gremlins come up in your mind, you reframe them, you talk about them in a positive way. So I am in the positive. Anything you say after I am, you are energizing. So if you're dreading, if you're worried, if you're anxious, throw it out. It's not going to help, okay? Always the positive perspective. Before the game actually starts, shake your body about, you know, just get yourself in a state where you're really like, yes, I can do this. Yes, we can do this. And remember that anxiety and excitement are kind of like on the same scale. So if you're feeling anxious, you're going to need to ground, you're going to need to pull in all of the light that is available as support for you. And all of this is available through RozyGlow. So if you sign up to RozyGlow website and RozyGlow Facebook, if you ask for it, I will send you the Higher Self, Gaia and Source hookup, okay, the activation, which really support you to anchor this light. So that will be my prezi for you for joining, so come along and join us, but ask for it. And really get into the space where you are allowing yourself to really deeply ground into the belief that this is entirely possible. Why wouldn't it be possible? England totally deserves it, you totally deserve it, we're all worthy of it, we're all allowed to have it, there's no need to be punished. So we're clearing all of those vows. And the way to do them is to just hand it over. If you know my work, you know using a sphere of compassion. This is something that we do through the coaching course, the what do you call it, co-creation success course, teaching you how to do that. But for now, you can just imagine a sphere of love in your hands. You breathe into that, any anxiety that you got, any stress, any worry, you love it up. You bring in the light of the sun, the light of the earth. Imagine the two coming together. You love it up, you send it off to source, okay? Then what else have we got that we can do? At half time, I would suggest do not listen to the commentary. Every time I've watched the football, I've just gone, oh my goodness, well, here we are preempting failure because of the way that we talk about it. So if you know that people are going to be coming on and giving their opinion, make sure that the opinions you're listening to are positive. If you know that that's not going to happen, turn down the telly at half time, put your favourite music on and create your own commentary with the people that are around you, okay? It's really important to keep things in the positive, to send light and love to all of the players. So how do you do that? Visualise them in a sphere of love. Imagine them connecting to source, so to the sun, and connecting also to the earth. So it's like we have a whole web of light around the earth, like a flower of life around the earth. So everybody has their own earth spot, their own earth anchor, which is like a sphere that you can activate and anchor. And so if you just send the light from the sun down there, send it around the world, then everybody who is connecting to your intentions will light up and be energized by it. The same way the players from the football team are going to be getting it. So you send love to their hearts, you send love to their bellies, you send love to their brains. Keep telling them, yes, we can do this, we've got it. In fact, take yourself to the place where we've already won. What does that feel like? Get into that feeling state every day, because you know what? Whether or not that actually happens, you getting into a winning state every day is only going to support you to succeed more in your own life. Which is why we live vicariously through others. It's to feel better about what's going on in our own lives. So be inspired by what's going outside to sort out your inner world. And this is what it will come to. So whatever actually does happen, the more of the collective gets on board with the same intention, the more power that intention has. So send this out to people. I know that this is probably going to the ladies, and how are you going to convince the chaps to do this, especially if we've had a few beers and blah, but maybe you're more likely to give it a go. I don't know. The point is, living by intention works. The more you anchor your intention into your reality, deal with your resistance, deal with the collective resistance, then not only are you doing something incredibly positive for yourself, you're also doing it for the collective. So our job is to set an intention, believe it is possible, listen up to all the gremlin voices that come up that say it isn't possible, love those voices up. So you use my sphere of compassion, or you use your tapping. I've said how to do it now. And you keep your energy high. So you keep shifting your focus to everything being rosy, okay? So glass is half full, glass is half empty, all at the same time. When you've got two teams that are equally skilled, who's going to win? In the end, it's the team that believes they're going to win that's going to win, okay? So this is about you truly getting into the winning state, doing it ahead of time. You've got days now to prepare. Clear up your shadow, clear up your fears, clear up the stuff that you feel isn't actually helping you, and then see what happens, because this is the best chance we've got. And if we can do this with football, what else can we do if we pull our light and our energy and our intention together? So check out the course, follow the link in the page. If you want to subscribe to RozyGlow, RozyGlow Facebook page, and also the website. As I said, I will gladly send those of you who don't know me yet my Gaia Source and Higher Self hookup or activation as a thank you. Start getting into it ahead of time. Okay, so start getting into it now once you've got the email from us, and check your spam and your promotions boxes from emails from us. Lots of love to you. Let's make it a win. Let's be on the positive, and let's remember that what we focus on grows. So focus on what you want and deal with the stuff that comes up that is out of alignment with what you want. Lots of love. Namaste. I'm going to hang out my pool now.